I'm going to teach you guys very, very simple technique for being still, silencing the human world, and amplifying the power of your own chakras. Right now I'm working on a chakra series on chakra removal, and I'm really enjoying the experience because I'm having my spirit guide share some new viewpoints on chakras with me, and I'll be posting that in the coming weeks. But one of the details that comes up is chakra removal, what is the dark path, is actually removing your very humanity. Is chakra removal removing your humanity, okay? And then chakra removal, the light path, is removing all inconceivable blocks and amplifying your chakras in a more powerful, evolved way than you can even fathom. Like, it's hard to even wrap the mind around it. What do we even know about our chakras? We think we know so much, but when we start to ask the question, okay, I think I know this, but what if this is just a breadcrumb to something bigger I'm denying myself knowing because I decided I knew everything? That's been my whole path with chakra removal anyway, because I thought I knew that this was an absurd concept until I decided to say, well, what if it's possible? And our human mind, we have to go deeper than what we think even terms mean. So you hear chakra removal, it seems like A plus B equals C. Chakra plus removal equals no chakras. But beneath the surface of it, there's a different meaning, a very, very powerfully different meaning. And so the open-mindedness helps us expand. And I think words can be quite tricky. And so I work with, for instance, client goals and intentions. And so what we define as our logical viewpoint of the conflict, I take that in and then I go deeper. What is it beneath the surface of the best that the human mind can comprehend of the conflict? And then we see what's there, right? So I just wanted to take some time here, very briefly, to be an example so you can watch me do this. My eyes are closed, okay? Right now, I am becoming present with my physical body. So nothing else matters right now. The air, the walls of this room, the fact that I'm on record, on a camera, right? It just, none of it matters. And so I let all that stuff go. So you would just want to take a few seconds to let everything around you go. And be as still as you can be. So have you ever seen a lake that has no ripples? Then so be still. You can imagine a really windy day and now see that the trees aren't moving. The leaves aren't rustling. Stillness. There's so much sound in the springtime, in the summertime. But then if you sit in a very cold environment in the winter, in the middle of nowhere, you won't even hear a sound. It's just still, silent. So allow yourself to really build a relationship with this sensation right here. I'm always trying to get into this as quickly as I can, so I don't like to waste time, which I find is an interesting thing to say. What is wasting time? What is time itself? What is that my idea of what has to be done at this moment? But I like to train myself to shift, quickly. Come on now, shift, still. Instead of, I'm trying to still, no, I don't need to try. Still. So it's good to practice challenging yourself to get into that state as quickly as you can. And then once you're in that state, now we can acknowledge we're whole, right? I'm whole. It's just a nice thing to say. It's a nice sensation to have. I'm whole. So we know chakras to the best of our ability. And we're going to choose to see that our soul star chakra is full of eyes that see in every dimension. And it's way, 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 way up there. And we're so glad to have it, right? That there's nothing blocking it from seeing. And we see that all the eyes of our soul star chakra are open. Whether you can visualize it or not, you just know in your heart that it's true, okay? All the eyes of my soul star chakra are open. And they see in every dimension, they see clearly. And I'm so grateful for that. And you can see your crown chakra. And your crown chakra too sees a higher perspective. And its eye is open. The eye of my crown chakra is open. It is supporting me in seeing that higher perspective. I'm so grateful for this. And so now we're going to look at the third eye. And we're just present with it right now. We're just present with it as best as we can comprehend its existence. And we're so grateful for this third eye. And the eye of our third eye is open. And we're just going to do the rest of the chakras together, okay? You can quickly do this. You can slowly do this. But it's nice to have a statement that you're taking ownership that I want this, universe. And I'm saying this. And I want this. Because I want my chakras to be open and I want to see. And I want them all to be as bright and as vibrant and able to see as best as I could comprehend what that means. And I'm so grateful. We're grateful to ourselves for caring enough to even put ourselves in a situation where we're seeking this experience. We're grateful to ourselves that we are giving this to ourselves. That we're grateful to the universe for its support and even the gift of life, even the gift of having chakras. There's a certain humility about it, you know? There's nothing pompous about it. There's no pride or ego about it. It's just, I'm just grateful. It's just simply grateful, you know? That I can have this. That I could give this to myself. That I could be supported with this. I could have this time even. And so we have this throat chakra. And it's so important because it gives voice to everything. What does the third eye see? The throat chakra tries to define it. What is the higher, crown chakra? What's this higher perspective I'm picking up on? I'm going to try and explain it. I'm just picking up on something that is just beyond imagination. I just feel it. The soul star chakra is sending me some insight into things. I'm going to try my very best to define what it means to me. You know, what is my heart saying? What are my feelings saying? How does this relationship make me feel? Make me feel like the sacredness of myself is honored or desecrated? We got to talk about that, right? How do I feel about myself? Am I collected? Am I scattered? Do I feel a healthy relationship with this planet? Do I hate being here? You see, so we're giving voice to the root chakra. And so my throat chakra, my very beautiful throat chakra, you can just follow along with my words. This is you saying it for yourself too. My beautiful throat chakra, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for how you help me express myself in this world. I don't know what I'd do without you. And the eye of my throat chakra is open. And it is fearless. I can express myself. I have the gift of speech. So I'm a powerful speaker. And I'm grateful for that. And we can do the heart chakra. I really love the heart chakra. I really feel a close relationship with this chakra. I personally do, because I just think love is just such a wonderful feeling, and it gives me access to the spirit realm, it gives me access to my soul, it gives me access to my interpretation on a heartfelt level of other people's realities, whether I can fully immerse myself in them or not. It gives me an empathy or compassion. You could say that, isn't that the emotions? Well, I feel the heart and our emotions, solar plexus, they work closely together. That I'm grateful to have a heart. That I'm grateful to have an open heart. And my heart is open, and I'm grateful for that. And you can say that too. And the eye of my heart is open. And the eye of my heart sees clearly what is deep down inside myself, then sees this world clearly, the heart of our planet, the heart of what others are going through. My heart deeply loves. My heart deeply is open to receiving love. My heart is balanced to giving and receiving love. As I feel that. I feel that's one of the weird vulnerabilities, is that what is our comprehension of what love even is on the spectrum of when it is purest? That's the most mind-boggling one of them all, is when I've stepped into pure love, it breaks me down. And the emotions are hard. Like it hurts to cry in this pure essence. And I just feel that, and I want this challenge. I want more of this. Because it tells me that I need it. It tells me we all need it. And so my heart is open to receiving pure love. And channeling, sharing pure love with others. And the eye of my heart is open. Now we're going to look at the solar plexus here. All we're doing is being present with our chakras as best we can comprehend them. Whether you're an excellent visualizer or not, you just simply know inside yourself, I am connecting. And this connection is real. Because I want it. Because I'm choosing to be present with it. Because I care enough about it. And so I see the eye of the solar plexus is open. And there's so many deep emotions, like a whole ocean of memories and feelings. And we can relate to each other because we all carry all the same stuff. It's like this ocean, we're all a part of it. It's a part of us. It's a part of all these feelings. And we have to be grateful for them, even if the feeling is shame. It's a really tough one. Is it real? Do I really feel shame? Is it my burden? Or I made a mistake and I feel so bad. I don't even know how to live with myself. Shame. Ugh. That's a tough one. You ever have one of the best days ever and you just, it's almost like you're sunbathing in it, you know? It's one of those good emotions. You ever lose someone you love and it hurts so bad, you can't even figure out how to feel about it? Maybe it's like shock, maybe it's like emptiness, maybe it's like total loss, maybe it's confusion about yourself, confusion about life and death. It's all these feelings in the ocean of your solar plexus. That your solar plexus is wise and you are wise within your solar plexus. We have all these chakras too to support each other. Just like we have friends and family to support us. And we have a good relationship with ourselves to support us. And we have a good relationship with God. Or a good relationship with trees or our pets. There's many a tree that's helped me through a very difficult time. So there's unsuspecting support everywhere. And I think that the emotions in some way give a special sparkle to the human experience, because if we couldn't feel, what would we be? You know? What would we be? So our feelings are a gift, even when it hurts. And so we're grateful for that. We're grateful for that. The eye of my solar plexus is open. And I'm grateful for all of these feelings. I'm grateful for my struggles with them, which is also a feeling. And I'm grateful for good times, also a feeling. Then I'm grateful for all these feelings that make my human experience truly come to life, so that I can know what it's like to be human, and I can relate to other human beings. And I'm grateful for this extraordinary, expansive emotional communication. And I welcome the wisdom within all of this emotional communication to be part of this open eye, and that I can navigate and see and to find harmony with it all. The sacral chakra, such an interesting place to go. And so the eye of the sacral chakra is open. I find this one kind of vulnerable because it really ties to our upbringing. It ties to even being born. It ties to being bullied at school. It ties to letting your parents down or feeling celebrated. It all ties into this. So it ties into relationships, good friendships or soulmate bonds, intimacy, kundalini, ecstasy. It's a really complex place. then it deserves to be bright. Because that's our sacredness. So every one of us is a sacred gift to this world. And to be able to say I'm sacred, and I choose to be treated with honor, my sacredness is respected. Like you gotta really go deep on this one to really understand it, and really find harmony and balance with it. It's a complex place. The eye of my sacral chakra is open. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful to have this gift in my life, the sacredness of who I am. Still don't even feel like I'm doing it justice here. There's sometimes the words, sometimes I just want to not use the words. I just, maybe a picture of the best hug ever when you really needed it. Of some random person saying something to you, and for some reason it was exactly what you needed to hear. These are things that erupt. This God sees me, I exist, it's a magical world. The sacredness of living, I'm alive. But it's also just feeling so absolutely connected to people that love you, that care about you. Then whether those are physical or spiritual people, because some people are very lonely, then that impacts our sacral chakras. And so inhaling and exhaling here, the eye of the sacral chakra open, the great wisdom is with all of us. Whether it's a low point or a high point, it's a very intelligent and infinite mind, this space. And you have access to all of it. The root chakra, the eye of the root chakra is open. It actually feels kind of nice if you just allow yourself to sit in that energy. Just sit in your root chakra. It just feels kind of nice. Almost like no other chakras exist for a moment, just this root. It's like it brings a foundation to everything. It gives you ground to stand on. The root would never want you to deny yourself your worth and value. Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't hold yourself back from who you want to be. Like, it's about you being your strongest self, your most collected self. You know who you are kind of self. There's no room for the doubt, okay? It's just taking ownership, total confidence. I have ground to stand on. It's just a nice solid place to experience, just energetically. I really like the way it feels. The eye of my root chakra is open. Its infinite wisdom is accessible. When these eyes of our chakras, when they're open, we're really taking acknowledgement that we are seeing clearly through this infinite space. It's like its own mind, It offers its own infinite gifts. It's not closed, it's open. An open eye. The Earth Star Chakra. Another interesting place. So much love and warmth here. There's so much connection to our ancestors here. So much connection with time and history and nature. It's almost like a resting place for the soul in some ways. Like right now, I'm just experiencing it like an infinite orb of energy in the planet that has many eyes, but is so tender and so loving. It's like an exhausted soul could come in here and just rest in the body of the planet and rehabilitate, come back to yourself. Usually we pop out from above our heads. We don't usually go down with our energy because we avoid the feelings. We don't want to go down there because it's too vulnerable to go down there. So energetically, we like to kind of stay up, you know, in our third eye or our crown. Like we'll stay up energetically. We even pop out of our bodies because we just want to get away from our human experience as best we can. But we need to be fully immersed in it. We need to be fully engaged in embracing life, okay? And so to allow your energy to flow into the Earth Star Chakra for rest and transformation, it's very nurturing, very comforting. We usually think of the stars as full of our ancestors, and I'm showing our ancestors are here too in our planet. I just see it through the many eyes of this Earth Star Chakra, and it's just so many smiling faces. There's no pain here. It's like all the memory is beautiful. Even if it doesn't look beautiful to us, it's going beneath the surface of our mind's perception of reality. What if all history is actually beautiful, even in all of its horror and cruelty? Then what did souls learn from these experiences? And can't we respect the soul for what they endured? Can't we be grateful for them? If we just wish it would all stop, we aren't honoring the soul journey. And what truly develops extraordinary souls is souls going through difficult times, which is pretty much all of us, right? We're all extraordinary souls. So we need rest and comfort too. And so for me to do this here with all of you, just slowly going through each one, you can take a sample and just place that sample any time of day. Just choose to see an image of yourself. Whether you can see it or not, you just know it's there. And you choose to just see all eyes of your chakras open and a connection with all of this energy because you want it, because it feels good, because it makes you feel expanded. It empowers you, right? So you want what empowers you and fills you with more of your soul, more of the universe, a vast perspective, the wisdom, right? So quickly now, take this example and now try to do this in 1 second. Because what is time, you know? Like, what is time truly? I've done so many journeys that, you know, time, 1 single second is still millions and millions of years. or millions of years is just one single second. Both is true. And so the longer you stay in a state, yeah, that's going to be impactful. But sometimes you don't have a whole lot of time. And sometimes you just need to shift your energy into the stillness. Make the choice to say, the eyes of my chakras are open. Bam. I just needed to do that. I just needed that. You know, you just do it. Bam, 1 second. Gave yourself 1,000,000 years with this energy. All right. Well, I just wanted to sit down and I wanted to share this with all of you. I hope you found it activating. Watch this as often as you want. Giving you all big hugs. If there's anything I can do to help you in an individual session, you can book a session at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. I'm also on Patreon at patreon.com/abbeynormalswisdomquest. Have an awesome day, everybody.